Okay, if you don't have Google Analytics installed on your website, then it's really something to consider. It's normally pretty quick and easy to set up, and that's going to give you a lot of data that you can dive into and see what's working and what's not. So if you don't have it set up or you're not sure, something to investigate and look into. So that's Google Analytics, and there's also other paid services, but Google Analytics is a good free one to start with. I've just been working with a client on her e-commerce website, and if you're selling something online or you've got your own e-commerce website, it's really important that the graphics and the pictures that you have on the site are really high quality, because it comes down to a trust and authority based thing, that you're asking someone to buy something off your website without being able to pick it up off the shelf and see it, and they can't normally talk to you directly with a salesperson, and they're relying on passing their credit card details over the web and then have your business fulfill and actually mail out or deliver the product they're buying. So to give them that nice sort of warm and fuzzy feeling of trust, you want to make sure that your logos and your graphics are crisp, clean, really high quality, and the photos that you've got for your products are again also really high quality photos. It's just going to improve the trust factor in how much people will put through your e-commerce website. Right, if you're looking into content marketing and you're trying to up the amount of blog posts that you're able to push out, then something to look at is guest blogging. So if you're quite a good writer and you find it easy and you like doing it, well, guest blogging is a way you can reach out to other websites in your area that may not be directly in competition with you or in your sort of industry, and approach the company or the webmaster and offer to write for them. And in most cases, they're going to be quite welcome to the offer and really appreciate the fact that they'll be able to put up some fresh content on their website, because it helps with their search engine ranking. But for you, it also gives you greater exposure to their readers and generally a link back from their website to yours, which again is going to help the authority and the trust of your website in the eyes of the search engines. On the flip side though, if you find writing painful and the idea of sitting down and trying to write content or blog posts for your website is just something you really don't want to do, well again, you can reach out to companies that are in a similar market with you, which are non-compete or a similar industry or area, and ask them if they're willing to provide an article or a blog post that you can put up on your website. That way you get fresh content on your website, you've got something interesting there that you can email out or have people from Facebook come and read about. And then the plus is for the person who's doing the guest posting, they get exposure on your website, which might bring people back to their website as well. So guest blogging works both ways, and that's definitely something to check out if you're in the content marketing space, which all of us should be now, because basically we need to be our own publishers and creating information around our business and around what it is we do and we sell. This one's probably going to get a few comments and maybe some questions come back in, but I've been looking at client websites recently, and we talk about a content management system or a CMS. And this is generally a website platform. Instead of the website being a static website that's very difficult to change, the idea of a content management system is that you can log in as a business owner and update your own website. So add fresh information, change things around. And probably the big three that you'll come across in the market is WordPress, Joomla, and Drupal. Now, I'm going to suggest that if you're looking at a new website or upgrading, that you really want to stick with WordPress or the WordPress platform. Now, I know there's lots of web developers who prefer to develop websites in Joomla and again in Drupal, but of those, if you want to be able to manage your website and update it later on without having to go back to a web developer and incur those high sort of editing charges, then you really do want to be on WordPress. There's a much wider range of support, whether it's training videos, extra functionality you can add to your website later on, and there's new things coming online all the time. There's fresh updates, and overall the lifetime cost of your website is going to be dramatically less on WordPress. So look at your options, but my strong recommendation is to stick with WordPress if you're looking for a new website. I want just to quickly chat about throwaway domain names. So this is the www.yourcompany.com.au type domain name that you would have on your website. A lot of business owners don't really understand how cheap domain names are. You can go out for less than $20 and go grab a domain name for the year. So if you're running a special promotion or a campaign in your business, give some thought to going out and just grabbing a specific domain name that relates to that campaign, and you can then link that back to your main website or have a dedicated standalone temporary website on that domain. And then when it's finished, just let it expire, and it basically just you throw it away for the cost of what it is. What it allows you to do though, say you're a hairdresser and you're running a special and your campaign is talking about $9 haircuts. Well, you can go out and register $9haircuts.com.au and then use that on your marketing or your flyers or your ads for that campaign. And that's just going to tie in the domain name of the website address with the rest of the ad or the marketing message that you're providing, and it just gels everything together. And when they type that in, it might be easier to type in your normal company domain. It's catchier, it's something they're going to remember easier, and it can still take them to your main website. You can just redirect it. But having $9haircuts.com.au is going to capture their attention and get more people through. And at the end of the day, you just throw it away when you finish with it. Well, I hope you found some of those tips useful. And if you've got any questions or feedback, it'd be awesome if you can leave a comment below and I'll answer it there. And I'd love to communicate with you that way. So have a fantastic week and I'll talk to you shortly. Cheers.